The Catholic world watched with bated breath as news broke of Pope Francis' hospitalization on February 14, 2025. The beloved pontiff was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital, a familiar setting for papal care. However, this time the situation seemed graver. Initial reports revealed a complex respiratory infection, a mixture of bacterial, viral, and fungal agents that had aggressively attacked the Pope's lungs, leading to a diagnosis of double pneumonia. The gravity of the situation was amplified by the complications that arose. The Pope's advanced age and history of health challenges, including his previous surgery to remove part of his colon, added layers of concern. Reports from the Vatican painted a worrying picture of anemia, low blood platelets, and the onset of kidney failure. The medical team, led by trusted physicians, acted swiftly, administering 2 blood transfusions that thankfully stabilized his condition. The world prayed as reports surfaced of the Pope experiencing acute respiratory crises. These episodes, frightening in their intensity, required non-invasive mechanical ventilation to assist his breathing. The medical team also performed manual aspiration to clear his airways of mucus buildup. Despite the severity of his condition, the Pope remained conscious throughout his ordeal, offering a glimmer of hope to the anxious faithful. As days turned into weeks, a sense of uncertainty gripped the Vatican and beyond. The Holy See released carefully worded bulletins acknowledging the seriousness of the situation while emphasizing the Pope's resilience and fighting spirit. The world waited, hoping for a positive turn of events, a sign that their beloved Pope would once again grace them with his presence. Slowly, a sense of cautious optimism began to emerge. Reports from Gemelli Hospital indicated slight but steady improvements in the Pope's condition. He was able to spend increasing periods off high flows of oxygen, relying instead on supplemental oxygen delivered through a nasal tube. The medical team, while remaining vigilant, expressed their satisfaction with his progress. A significant milestone arrived when it was reported that the Pope had managed to spend an entire night without the assistance of the non-invasive ventilation mask. This positive development, a testament to his body's remarkable ability to heal, brought a collective sigh of relief to the Catholic community and beyond. A sense of hope, fragile yet persistent, began to blossom. The Pope's tenacious spirit shone through during his recovery. Despite the discomfort and challenges of his illness, he remained engaged with the world. He surprised and touched many when he penned a heartfelt letter to the editor of the Corriere della Sera, an Italian newspaper. In his letter, he reflected on the ongoing conflicts plaguing humanity, urging a return to dialogue and peace. Finally, after weeks of intense medical care and countless prayers, the day arrived. On March 23, 2025, the Vatican announced that Pope Francis was well enough to be discharged from Gemelli Hospital. The news, eagerly awaited by millions around the globe, was met with jubilation and a renewed sense of hope. The world watched as Pope Francis, visibly thinner but with his trademark warmth undimmed, made a brief yet powerful public appearance. Standing on the balcony of Gemelli Hospital, he waved to the cheering crowds, his face etched with a mixture of gratitude and relief. A thumbs up, a gesture that spoke volumes, reassured his flock that their shepherd was indeed on the mend. His voice, though weaker than usual, resonated with strength as he delivered the Sunday Angelus blessing. In his address, Pope Francis focused on the themes of God's infinite patience, the importance of personal conversion, and the urgent need for peace in a world riven by conflict. He called for an end to violence and bloodshed in troubled regions across the globe, from the war-torn streets of Ukraine to the escalating tensions in the Middle East. In a spontaneous gesture that underscored his deep devotion, Pope Francis requested that his motorcade make an unscheduled stop at the Basilica of St. Mary Major. There, in the hushed reverence of the ancient basilica, he prayed before the revered icon of seeking the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary for healing and peace. This brief but deeply symbolic pilgrimage served as a poignant reminder of the Pope's unwavering faith and his commitment to placing his recovery, and indeed the fate of the world, in the hands of a higher power. It was a moment of profound spiritual significance, a testament to the enduring power of faith. The news of Pope Francis's discharge and his subsequent public appearances sparked a wave of relief and joy that transcended geographical and religious boundaries. From the hallowed halls of the Vatican to the humblest parishes in remote corners of the world, the faithful rejoiced. World leaders, religious figures, and people of all faiths expressed their happiness and wished the Pope a full and speedy recovery. The Vatican, under the steady hand of Cardinal Pietro Parolin, worked tirelessly to dispel any rumors or speculation regarding the Pope's future. The message was clear. Pope Francis, though understandably weakened by his recent illness, remained committed to his papal duties. He was determined to continue his mission of pastoral leadership and global outreach. While the Pope's medical team advised a period of rest and convalescence, it was evident that his spirit remained undimmed. Although future engagements, including a planned meeting with King Charles III and participation in Easter services, remained uncertain, the Pope's determination to resume his duties was palpable. There was even talk, albeit unconfirmed, of a possible trip to Turkey later in the year for an ecumenical anniversary celebration. Pope Francis's illness and remarkable recovery served as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, even for those who occupy positions of great power and influence. Yet it also underscored the indomitable nature of the human spirit, the power of faith, and the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. As the Catholic Church and the world looked ahead, they did so with a renewed sense of hope, inspired by the courageous example of their shepherd.